Your Hazmat Material Incident Response Curriculum Guidelines Specialist Employee CB and A. Introduction Specialist Employees should be trained with the awareness level of the relative area with the specialization should be trained with the additional competency level identified with the further. Most specialized employees shall receive the training with the media applicable to federal OSHA environmental protection agency, local occupational health with the regulatory agency requirements. Term specialist may also be in conform with the NIMS IACS. Specialist employee with the use of OSHA the 1910-120Q5 with the person with the regular duty working with the training with the handling specific hazards of the chemical care and containment. They also prepare the provide the advised assistance with the areas. These in container head material, the team of the hazmat material, into the void, with the inclusion of the gathering record analysis information with the guidance regarding the hazmat response opportunity. Also with the inclusion of the warning of the working with the technical specialist with the warm and hot zone with the special employee with qualified to do so with a specific function address somewhat different with the National Fire Protection Association standard 472-2013. Addition, specialist employee C and specialist employee B and specialist employee A. With the specialist employee C with the having trained with the additional education required, or expertise with the product with the chemical profit of some of the perceived with the component with the mitigation that has material the instrument, the special C, and the employee C, but maybe the exhibit the gap, the record, the outside of the information, serve the consult with the technician, specialist instrument with the heads material response team, which for the range of the provision, such for the system necessary to relate the zone of the area of expertise. They are not expected to work in either the hot, warm, or zone of the incident area with the specialist employee with the B meet the bomb with the special employee C with the addition with the qualified with the provide with the technical assistant, including working in warm hot zone of the incident area with the qualified provide with technical advance of the advice of the personal the equipment decontamination method with the response evaluation specialist employee with A meets the competency of the special employee with C with the all comes with the head material technician live with the relative with the head material that comes with the organization area with the specialty with the individual with the incident involved with the organization area with the specialization plan with the response incident implementing plan response with the capability of the resource available to evaluate the progress of the plan response. Training all the principles of the training under provision of the included those tab of the specialist employee in Title 29 Federal Regulation of those types of specialist employee C, where it's level of special employee B, the operational level of special employee A has been technician level using the National Fire Protection Association 2013 edition nomenclature. They may be individual consult with the representative of the organization, provide technical assistance related with the area of the specialist for the realization of the head of the material operation level of the specialist. However, they may have to be acquired through the site of the specific hazards the training program, the military public service, the commercial facility, educational institute, the measurement methodology, the recommendation typically special employee with the responsibility to maintain current technical knowledge area expertise as part of the normal job responsibility for the additional over the stress focus supplying with the technical knowledge of emergency response situations. The name of the both the specialists will have diverse job responsibility working schedule. Much instruction should be in short with the classroom much will perhaps independence over the empathizing and analyzing stimulating the incentive of the youth existing professional technical expertise and knowledge of the specialists A and B who may work in the warm or hot zone, the hands-on training, the comms with you, the personal equipment, essential to learn beyond the practice with the advisory assistant, role of the instant command system, and it's also recommended the local response personnel with the area has material team to work with the specialist employee periodic field exercises. Specialist employees annually shall receive the refresher training with the sufficient content with the duration, some of the for the demonstrate for the continue the comms with the area with the specialization level to expect with the development of the refresher training shall be focused with the materials included instant area analysis, the practice working in the subordinate advisory response command system has the material in terms of the field exercises, simulating emergency for specialist employees who will work in the warm and hot zone shall be annually retesting and response. OSHA field training requirements. OSHA established the training requirements of the specialist employee length with the training method with the training test are not specified by the employers are required to ensure the employee the demonstrate the competency with the skills defined in OSHA Title 29 CFR 1910 120Q5. Specialist employees with the course of the regular job duty work within or are trained with the specific hazard substance, we will be called upon to actively provide a technical assistance system that with a hazard substance release into the individual charge shall receive the training to demonstrate competency over the area specialization, annually. All right, your specialist, simulated incident involving hazard material specialist employee over the area with the technical instrument provide the technical assistance and assist with the incident instruction regarding the assessing the hazard substance for the potential magnitude of the incident. Give the simulate with the incident involving hazard material with the specialist employee with the technical expert provide the technical advice or the incident with the command instruction regarding potential response. Give the simulate with the incident involved with the hazard material with the specialist with the employee area with the technical expertise providing technical assistance on the incident with the command instruction with the control on the combined with the containment with the operation of the incidents and the determination with the post-incident analysis. Recommended time and training with the objective recommended show that each of the specialist employees are at the beginning of the following pages: 100 specialist employee C, 110 specialist employee B, 116 special employee A, specifically of the assessing object, of course, of the compliance OSHA 1910 120 Q5 the relationship between the object of the OSHA requirements or nobody reference to OSHA of the abbreviated noted. Identify the object of the youth in the skyline, identify the origin of the objective, usually National Required Protection Association 472, 473, and identify the OSHA requirement of the objective of the support. Support employee, are your specialist employees. Specialist employees, the person who is responsible for the emergency involved with the hazmat, weapon mass destruction, and or containment of the organization area with specialization given the emergencies response plan standard opposition procedure. Special employee C, and we can call upon to gather rather court information, provide the technical advice for the area for the technical assistance. Special employee C, designed for the hot warm zone with that emergency, analyzing incident, providing the information that has the harmful effect for the special have the material weapon mass destruction, given the specific chemical value of the organization area with the specialization corners for the safety dash sheet for the other applicable resource for the special employee C, so that the incident command of the chemical have the harmful effect for the shell with the following the task. The including the following have the information from the material safety dash sheets of the resource physical chemical prop physical hazard chemical with including the fire and explosion around have the health of the hazard of the chemical sign system of the exposure routes of the injury permissible exposure level the limits of the radioactive and have the environmental concern the identify the have the contact chemtrack and UTEC set IQ and local state with the federal authorities and the resource of the chemtrack and UTEC set IQ with the local state federal authorities giving the emergency response plan standard operation procedure identify additional resource they have the information and they include the method of contact provide information character with the specific containers give the example of the container have the weapon mass destruction organization with the specialization employee C shall provide the instant command for the character for the container complete the following task identify each container by name identify the mark of the differentiate one of the container from the other give the emergency response plan standard operation procedure identify the resource available to provide information for the character of the container identify indicate with the possible criminal terrorist activity include the following initial relief that has material the unexplained bomb munitions likely material planning response provide the information will respond with the option of the specific has the material about the mass destruction, give the specific chemical the organization area with the specialization coordinators respond with the safety dash sheet for the other resource for the specialized employee with the able to divide the instant command with the response information for the chemical being able to complete the following task, obtain the following response information for cost and safety handle, including hygiene practice, protective measure, the procedure to clean up spill, leak for the applicable response control measure that include the personal protective equipment, emergency first aid procedures, release any suspicion criminal character ask for the instant command, then identify the additional resource for the obtain response information, providing information potential response option for the specific containers, give the specific facility transportation container, the organization area with the specialization specialist employee C shall be the instant command for the release of the response information chemical being able to complete the following task. Identify safety operation pertaining to the container, including acceptable pressure temperature of the material for the construction and potential adverse outcome resulting from these conditions. Describe the safety describe the device of the container, including the emergency shut off the pressure relief device that accurately identify early sign of the container safety base failure, subject to the emergency response procedures. Alright, specialist employee B.